Hi, good morning. I hope you're having a good day. My name is Devin, and this channel, Reward Risk, focuses on stock trading and other financial topics. Today's going to be a market recap. Mostly, I went short on most of the trades I went in on. There was one long trade, and it was on Disney. It failed. That was my biggest loser. My biggest winner today was SE, the Amazon of Asia. Let's get into the chart and talk about the trading setups. The first stock I traded today was Disney. Pre-market, it was up over 1%. There was some news, I think something about, I want to say the metaverse and Disney, something about trademarks. And so looking at the action, I thought, this would be a good long trade. I was looking at the S&P and the and the Nasdaq, and they seemed to be both green when the market opened. So as the price kind of started dipping and kind of caught by the VWAP, I started getting in on this position. But pretty much right away, I kind of knew this was not going to work out. It was fairly obvious on the volume. The volume was very low when the market opened, and so there just really isn't any momentum. But it did trade above the VWAP, so I did size in, and right about here on these two red candles, I knew this trade was going south. And the only reason I didn't stop out was because I kind of wanted to recapture some of my losses, and you can see that I'm trying to size out right here. And then when it started dipping again, I was like, I'm out. So overall, this trade right here lost me a little bit over $1,000. But I did, however, get a little bit back later, revenge trading, which never supposed to do. But it looks like a curl is kind of forming, even though very slowly. I did buy some shares here, and then I got out of it pretty immediately. It was just I don't know. I just wanted, for some reason, revenge trade the stock. Okay, let's talk about the next setup. Let's see. This is my biggest winner of the day. It was actually really sketchy. I wasn't sure if I really wanted to trade it. The news was that Tencent was selling $3 billion of its stake in SCA, which is, I guess, the Amazon of Asia, I've heard people say. So pre-market flushed down about 7%, and I was thinking, wow, that's a big move. I don't know if it's gonna keep moving or if it's gonna chop around. So I did observe it a little bit. I didn't get in right away, partly because I was, for some reason, trading Disney, which is actually not a very good day trading stock because it doesn't move too much. But okay, so I got in on the short side, as I can see that the momentum is pushing down. So I got in about 641, took about 1,000 shares, and then started sizing out of my position. I was done here. I kind of felt like there wasn't too much momentum, and I kind of felt like the stock would turn around. Part of it because in the back of my mind, I kind of thought that it already had gone down too much today, and I don't know if there's going to be support, even though on the daily chart I did, let's take a look, I did draw some support lines. There's basically a support line here and then a support line here, and you can see that when the market opened, it pretty much just dropped all the supports. It dropped below all the supports, which is a good sign. So I did get in, and so I made the majority of the profit on these trades here, just because of the position size. And then later I was watching it. I saw this little curl forming, but I thought it was going to fail. So I went short again here. When it bounced up, formed a double top, I shorted, even though I really shouldn't have, because these wicks right here are actually higher than the peaks on this candle right here. So that tells me there's some support and there's a chance that's going to fail. So I started trying to get out of this position. I was like, okay, if I can take a little bit of profit, let me do that. So I got out of some shares right on this candle here, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I don't know. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candles. They're all green, but they're not really pushing up. They're just kind of very flat. And I was thinking, okay, well, there's a chance. There's a chance that it might roll over again. But it kind of just kept going, and I was like, you know what? I'm out. I don't want to. I don't want to sit. And then for this to pop up, because it doesn't really look like it's going to go down. Maybe it'll go sideways, but didn't look like there was any momentum going downwards, which was the direction I was trading. Well, however, later on, and this is my last trade on the stock, is that I see that it is starting to roll over. I see the action is trying to roll over, and so I got in short again, and I got out most of my shares on this big candle here. I thought that was pretty good, but it didn't really follow much action. It was kind of out of nowhere, and so I had already put basically my orders in before this wick even formed, or this candle even formed. So I did get out a majority of this small position on this candle here, and this candle got out, and you can see that, you know, it's doing whatever it's doing. I did also was watching Ford this morning. Ford was up huge this morning on news about the doubling production on the Ford Lightning. I didn't really want to trade Ford because it's kind of not in my price range. I don't feel like it moves too much during the day. However, you know, there's obviously some good news today. So I was just in my charts of charts that I watch. I have a screen set up over here where you can't see, but you know, I'm watching a lot of different charts. And what I'm seeing is, okay, it's coming up, okay, that's great. And then I see that it flushed a little bit here, and usually it'll curl back up and keep going. However, I thought this action was actually really weak, and so I started shorting for it on a very green day. I started shorting for it, which is, I don't know if that's a cardinal sin, but anyways, I don't really advise that to anybody who doesn't have a lot of experience day trading. So I started shorting, and then I saw this position, and then as soon as I saw, okay, well, there's a little bit of profit here, I just took it, and then I didn't really want to stay in this too long because the overall trend of this stock is going up, and I'm going counter trend. Let's see, I also traded NVAX today. I like NVAX. I've traded it before. There's a lot of the range on the stock is really wide, and I really like that. It was just a very quick trade. I went short on NVAX as well. I can see that the overall trend is going short. There is the VWAP right here, and as this is kind of bouncing up, I knew that VWAP was probably going to give it some resistance, and so I went short right around VWAP, and then these two huge red candles, it just kind of flushed down, and I took profit. I didn't want to hang around. It was good. I mean, I'm talking about, you know, at least $1.50 on just these two candles. So I was good. Taking profit on this right here. Okay, well, that's it for my recap. I'm up a little bit over 2,000 today. Like I said, my biggest loss was Disney going long. Everything else, I pretty much went short. And my biggest winner was SE. So if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave a comment below. Hit the like button. Subscribe for more videos. Like I said, I probably can't do too many of these right now until I'm done with a couple of my projects. I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, and I will hopefully see you soon. Thank you.